As I'm sure you guys are aware, like, it's an open investigation, and you won't be able to.
If you don't mind, please speak up.
Start, Chief, with your name and spell it just by position.
Yes, sir. Chief Michael Curry, Michael, last name Curry.
Can you briefly describe what happened?
Sure, I have a statement that I'm going to give you guys. When you're ready?
Yeah, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
All right. At this time, UPD is investigating a shooting that involved one university employee and one former employee. UPD received a 911 transfer from Waller County Sheriff's Office dispatch. Initial information from the transfer indicated the caller reported hearing gunshots and indicated someone was shot. Officers arrived to the area and stopped the vehicle matching the description of the vehicle involved. The vehicle was leaving the area. The driver of the vehicle was quickly detained. UPD arrived to the scene of the shooting and observed one victim who had sustained multiple gunshots. UPD officers began to take life-saving measures until EMS personnel arrived. Medical support for the victim was then transferred to Waller County EMS. The gunshot victim was pronounced dead or deceased at approximately 10 a.m. this morning. The investigation into this matter is ongoing.
Can you talk to us a little bit about, we understand these two former co-workers maybe in recent days had some kind of altercation at the farm. Can you talk to us anything about that that you might be aware of?
At current, that is part of the investigation. It's ongoing. We won't be able to give any details about any of that.
But when you say it did happen,
I can't confirm it.
They worked at the same facility when the former co-worker worked here?
To my knowledge, I believe so.
So the suspect and victim previously worked together.
Yes.
And how long did they work together for?
Unknown at this time.
Do you know how long the suspect was an employee of the university?
Unknown at this time.
Do you know if the suspect is a relative or the son of the farm manager?
I don't have any details on that as of right now.
Tell us about the victim age.
Unknown. Unknown to me.
Male?
Yes.
When was the suspect terminated from the university's employment?
I need to discuss that with HR. Don't have that information at current.
And you don't know what his role was here on the campus?
Farm worker is all I know.
So he did work at the farm?
Yes, ma'am. I believe so.
I think both work at the farm, right?
I believe that question was asked. Yes, sir.
You said multiple gunshots. Where exactly were they shot?
That's part of the investigation. I won't be giving that information as well.
Can you tell us what happened as far as students and staff, what happens in an event like this and how it went today?
Well, we put out the emergency notification that put the campus in a shelter in place. Everybody sheltered in place. We took care of the scene. We were able to apprehend the suspect fairly quickly before he was able to leave the farm. And now we are here, opening the campus back, releasing the notification.
I guess this is like
That's a car that was in the ditch over there.
Say again?
They had a suspect car, maybe it was that car. There was a
I
car that was in the ditch.
don't know about a car in a ditch.
I saw a Mercedes SUV being towed away. Is that related to this?
That was part of the scene.
Can you
What
give
type of gun was used?
Part of the investigation.
Can you give us the suspect's name and age?
Don't have that at this time to get to.
Has he been formally charged yet?
Still working on that. That's all part of the investigation.
Do you know where they were heading when they were leaving?
No clue. Part of the investigation.
I guess as the chief of the university police department, the last thing you want to happen is a shooting on campus. Did you learn anything today, or that you will use in the future? Is it always a work in progress responding to these kinds of things?
I think it's always a work in progress. Every one of them is different. I think you have to be diligent in your training efforts to make sure that when it happens that you're ready to respond to it.
Can you speak at all about any other shootings on campus here?
We haven't had any shootings that I can remember for many years back in during homecoming, but outside of that, no.
Would you call this the result of a workplace dispute?
As I'm looking into the investigation, I'll be able to determine better if that is what the cause is.
Can you give us the timeline? You gave us kind of what happened, but no time. What time did you guys work this?
Still looking into that. I believe we received our first phone call at somewhere about 9 a.m.
9 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
And what time, and the victim was pronounced dead at 10 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
At what time did you guys confront the suspect and arrest him?
Don't have the specifics on that particular time frame. I just know that the call for service came in at about approximately 9.
And you had him arrested before 10 a.m.?
Arrested? No, I believe at that time he was detained.
Okay, sorry. You had encountered, when did you detain the suspect?
Somewhere after that 9 o'clock call.
Within an hour, within 15 minutes?
Couldn't tell you. I haven't looked at the call slip just as of yet. I was actually off campus during this incident.
Can you address the safety concerns the community might have, having a gun here, a shooting, the death now of an employee? What can you say to people who might be a little worried about that?
Pay attention to your surroundings. Be cognizant of the people that are around you. And if you see something, say something.
Is there any indication to that the suspect was able to get through security measures as a former employee that he should not have been able to get through?
No, ma'am. I have no indication of such.
So he just drove up to the farm and ranch and was able to get right on accidentally.
Still part of the investigation. Don't know as of yet. It's early on.
Victim inside or outside?
Say it again.
Victim inside the building or outside?
I'm gonna probably that's as well part of the investigation. Don't want to give up too much at this present moment. We need to finalize the investigation so that we can really get the details.
Did the suspect surrender voluntarily?
That's a kind of a loaded question. Voluntarily.
And when you guys gave him the command, he complied?
That I'm aware of this.
Did he give chase before that happened?
I have no indication of such.
Can you talk to us without going into detail of the investigation itself, what you're hearing from witnesses who were at the farm at the time?
No, sir, can't do that.
And I think, just want to circle back again, a possible relationship between the two.
Unknown for me at this time. Is still part of the investigation, understanding the full details of what's going on.
Message to students today.
If you see something, say something.
You said that the victim was shot multiple times. Do you know exactly how many times?
That's part of the investigation.
And is the victim a local community member from Hempstead?
I haven't looked into that just yet to see exactly where they're from.
Were there other people around when the shooting happened?
Part of the investigation.
So we don't know at this point how many people were around?
I don't know the full details as to how many people were around, but that is all part of the investigation, and we're looking into all of the witnesses.
So you guys are looking into the circumstances that led up to this, and does that include a relationship between the victim and the suspect?
They were co-workers, former co-workers.
And did they have a previous dispute that you guys are looking into?
It's part of the investigation. We're going to figure that out.
It's understood to me that the suspect was recently terminated, as you mentioned, but that the victim was also recently suspended from his job.
Can't speak to that either.
Do you plan on releasing any of these details by the end of the day today, or when can we expect to hear more?
As we complete the investigation, we'll bring information back to you.
Thank you so much.
All right.